Hey, what is it? Has is back in business and I want to wish you all super duper happy new year. Woohoo! I hope this year is better than the previous one, and if you had a great last year, I wish the same flow vibes through this new year of 2024. Now, before we hop into the action, I want to welcome you all back to my channel, and if you are a new viewer, please consider subscribing, it would mean a lot to me. I feel I still have lots to give to the community, be it teams or guides, and it would be awesome to get a couple more hundred new subscribers this year. See, it would be it would feel nice to be recognized by wider gems of our audience, if I'm being truly honest. You know, at the end of the day, I am a human being, just like you, my friend. I wonder where that came from. This is going deep. And right at the start of the video, I think now would be a good time to hop into the action. This week in Gems of War, we are finally introduced to the new kingdom Mydnight. Not Midnight, nope, but Mydnight. You can find it here in the middle of Zul'Gari and Mist of Scales. Right, there's also this new kingdom pass running. If I just could get it activated here in the middle. This is sometimes this little bit buggy. Yeah, you get various loot from this kingdom pass, and it's up to you if you want to purchase that royal kingdom pass. It's of course up to you indeed to decide if it is worth it. I think it costs maybe $10 or so. You get some deeds, you get some various loot, you get a couple books as well, some gems, imperial deeds. It's okay, and I think there is a weapon too, temporal skite. Deal 42 damage to all enemies. If an enemy dies, convert all red gems to hourglass gems. Okay, nothing special though. But of course you need some weapons for the kingdom too. Right. And I guess the cherry on the cake is this legendary troop here, the Mydnight King. Inflicts terror on the two weakest enemies and then deal magic plus 3 damage boost by mystic allies. Okay. Then summon a Mydnight troop. Right. Okay. And there's another weapon too, if you don't buy the Royal Kingdom Pass. Okay. But anyway, Weekend Kingdom will be a new class trial that runs through the weekend. The new class Night Weaver, it's okay, but nothing game breaking like, for example, Elementalist is and was. And we also have a Red Tower of Doom event running throughout the week, and that's where my main focus will be in this video. But before we go there, let's check the Underspire. We have a Mydnight Underspire running. There isn't much to play around, but if you use your event keys, you will get pretty okay troops, hopefully, if you have a bunch. Here we are using Lost Hunter up top, because this troop has the Eagle Eye trait and Armor Piercing trait. So basically, place Hunter's Mark on enemies when doing skull damage, so every time you skull poke enemies with this Lost Hunter up top, you will deal a double skull damage worth of your attack. And also, there is a chance that skull poke goes straight to the life. So that's pretty nice troop up top. And here I am using actually the only available Mydnight weapon, Doomed Sinet. This is the ToD weapon that you can purchase from the Tower of Doom shop, and we take a look at that in a moment. But first, let's play a couple of these Underspire matches. Here is the only legendary troop that can be found from the event chest, or chest in general, I think. The Mydnight Queen. This converts all red gems to purple and converts all blue gems to doom skulls, and then inflicts terror on the strongest enemy. And also, when you unlock the unique third trait, Terror Queen, inflicts terror on random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. Now, what is that terror then again? I think we are now officially introduced to this terror status effect. We already could take a look at that if you used, for example, Essence of Evil or Magnus, you know, that can trigger a random negative status effect on enemies when doing extra turns. Anyway, the terror is kind of an status effect that when a troop is inflicted by terror, there is a chance that they can drop down in the troop order, and if they are the last troop in the uh, troop order, they can then flee away from the battle. This is something that might be pretty interesting in the long run, and see how we can use this status effect. But right now, it's pretty useful mostly for us, because of course when the enemies are or have high HP, you quite might like if they flee away. You know, of course it sucks if it happens to your troops, but hey, gonna give one take as well. What did we? Yeah, and here is the Demon Child. Creates 7 blue gems boost by terrified enemies. Every enemy that is terrified, that has that terror status effect on, she will create 2 blue gems more. Excuse me. Right. Can be used to generate mana to Mydnight Queen or generate blue gems on the board so that we can convert those then to Doom Skulls if you don't have alignment. Anyway, I think that's enough of the jargon, right, and we are using Elementalists just for the protection. That 3rd rate Elemental Force is very useful against high level opponents. Let's try this team. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, nicely we have an extra turn over there. And another one. And we could just go right now, because these enemies don't have much of HP, we could just skull poke them down and build from there. We could take, yeah, we could take that red, of course, and then we could take, some green. A skull poke over there. This is a little bit slower than usually, because we don't have a proper way to generate mana, but I think this works okay, as long as you can get some extra turns for that protection. Okay, let's try another one. I'm pretty sure my boss is over here after this fight. This area 1 boss. Let's think for a sec. No blues, no, there's some extra turn. We would like to have that. Nice skull pokes. And of course you can use this troop up top to deal some damage as well here in the first stages, but in the later stages I would recommend to not cast this troop, but just use him up to for these traits. It's always great to not mana block your main troop that happens to be this Mydnight Queen, as these both use purple gem. Right, let's take that. We could then create some blue gems and maybe get some extra turns. Yeah, that worked nicely. Let's take that. Do we have alignment red to purple or blue? We don't right now. How about now? Nope, I guess we take that, and we could just go and get rid of few and then do some skull poking. Yeah. These fights might be quite long in the later levels, that's for sure. And yeah, there's the boss. Okay, we are using one of my lanterns over there, and let's try against a Gornicherolin. I love to pronounce that, Gornicherolin. Okay, let's get going. Nice cascade. Do a couple of skull pokes. Maybe take that green and hope for it. Alright, there was that terror. Boo, that 10% chance to move down 1 position each turn. Okay, cool. I guess we try some blue gems. Whoop, that didn't go very well. But at least we have some gems to match to get our queen up. Blue gems for skull pokes, no. Red to purple, no. I think we are going to do some damage here in the Gornicherol. And do we have nothing? No. Yep, these are slow battles, Mm, nope, 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 nope. Um, Finally, thank you. Yeah, and that armor piercing trait is really nice to have around. Okay, that about Underspire, and I think we are going to jump onto the ToD next. Red Tower of Doom. The event weapon this time is a Doomed Signet and earns a double Doom score when you use this weapon in the boss fights. This weapon gives 2 magic to all allies and plus 1 per tempering level, and then gives magic plus 2 armor to red allies. And if the enemy has a Doom, gains 10 attack. I think this is the last one of these rings that we are having. These are not very good weapons, if I'm being honest, but we are kind of forced to use these because again they earn a double Doom score, and that's the important thing here. You have to kill Dooms, and every Doom gives more to these reward stages over here. And in a full guild, you or everyone in your guild needs to kill 66 Dooms in total to unlock all of these rewards. Uh, in order to get those 66 Doom kills, you have to use that Signet in your teams when you are facing the or when you are playing against that Doom battle in every floor, and you also have to collect all of the luck scrolls what you encounter or in during those floor climbs. So it is pretty important that you inform other guild members where the unlock rooms are and where the luck scrolls also are. For example, I have the luxury to have all of the rooms scouted already, almost all, up to the floor 19 right at the moment. So all I have to do is just collect all the unlock rooms and maybe take those haste rooms as well, and of course collect the luck rooms. Indeed, because those luck scrolls give 2 to your total guild stat. Right. Okay, let's take a look at the teams. Excuse me. Here is the speed team for the early levels. We're using the Foxfire King, who deals magic plus 1 true damage to all enemies, or magic plus 1 true damage to the weakest enemy, and the damage is boosted by red gems and spirit gems on the board. Of course, we are dealing AoE true damage, but if the enemy submerges, we can of course use the other spell option that deals just a single target true damage. That works nicely against submerged enemies. We are using a King Auburn to give all Fey allies a 50% mana start, which means our Foxfire Kings will start with half mana. And as we are using a Hierophant class, that makes our troop or our hero a Fey, or Doom Signet starts with 50% mana as well. However, we are not going to cast this weapon unless we really have to. We are just trying to get our Foxfire Kings up and deal that AoE true damage and get done with the fights quick and easy. Let's maybe check that Hierophant class. Purification OKs, Firestarter, create a firestorm at the start of the battle. Now that's what we want. And Gift of Fire, all red allies gain 1 magic, and Firebringer gain bonus red mana from red gem matches. So we get some little bit magic boost, and we are going to get mana boost as well from red gem matches. And again, as we start with the Firestorm, hopefully the starting explosion fills up our Foxfire Kings over here, and we can just deal that AoE damage. Let's try this team here in the floor 1. I'm pretty sure this works up to the maybe floor 5 before you have to really start thinking of switching your team. Well, not very good starting explosion, but we just match red gems and deal AoE damage to the enemies, and that's a quick wipe. Oh wow, it would be great to actually look at your scouting info. That was a sigil wasted over there. So the unlock is over in the room 3. Okay. Too many things going on in my head at the moment, it seems. Hope for a good starting explosion. Not a good again, okay. That's fine. We dealt AoE damage. And be done with the fight. That was unlocked. And maybe we take that haste room as well. Which is room number 5. Against Xalthanos and company. Yeah. How about now? Yep, that was nice starting explosion. Foxfire King was up right off the bat and quick wipe. Let's fight the Doom, and then I'm going to climb these rooms and show the mid-level team. Doom of Flame. Let's take that extra turn over there, and our king is up and we can get rid of the enemies. There. That's the speed team, and I'll let you know how high it works for me and with my magic stats. Be right back, mate. Alright, I'm at the floor 7 right now, and now it seems I need to cast my Foxfire King 2 times, so maybe it could be a good idea to change the team. We are using a Tesla team, good old Tesla. So now we are throwing our Doom Singed up top just to be a mid shield. We are using Gimlet, who starts empowered to convert green gems to brown, to feed Angry Mob, who then can destroy Magic +1 gems and generate mana to our Tesla. Tesla deals 8 true scatter damage, and the true scatter damage is boosted by all ally and enemy armor, and the boost ratio is 3:1. This is very good weapon, and if you have a way to very good troop, and if you have a way to generate mana, you only need 1 Tesla. However, if you don't have a high global magic stats, maybe you should use 2 Teslas if you have 2, and replace Gimlet with another Tesla over here. We're using Sunspear Claws to create Firestorm at the start of every turn, and also Snap Freeze helps, Root Trap helps, and of course that Firebringer is pretty nice too. And Gift of Fire gives all red allies a 1 magic more. Right, and Angry Mob also can burn, troop up top, and then if your Sunspear is maxed, then you can deal triple skull damage to those burning enemies. But that's not what we are rooting for. We are just going to get our Tesla up and do that massive AoE true scatter damage. Right, let's try this team. I hope I picked the right battle. Yeah, should be unlocked. I'm not paying attention today. Do we have a conversion alignment? Actually we don't. So then we just go and try to build one. This is an extra turn if I'm gonna go. Let's take that skull over there and pick those red gems there. And we can do a Tesla cast now because of the starting enchant. Right, and that was an unlock. And there's nothing more in these rooms. Oh, excuse me, floor, so I go straight to the boss against a Doom of Flame. Let's hope for some conversion alignments at the start of the fight. Nope, not much. There was some, but our mob is up, so we can spam the board and generate mana to Tesla and deal that true AoE damage. Spam mob until your Tesla is back up and deal another scatter damage there. Right. Pretty straightforward stuff. I guess I could do this floor again because there is only unlock over here. So let's do this floor, and then I'm going to climb again and show you the high level team that I would suggest you to use. Do we have conversions? I think we don't, but we are going to do it anyway to get our mob going, so we can generate the mana to our Teslas, or Tesla. Spam the board, and because of the active Firestorm, we are going to get a nice quick mana when we destroy the board, and all those cascades help us. There. Okay, let's check for the Doom Room. There. Against the Doom of Light. Right. Do I... Yeah. Okay, mob is up. Let's spam the board. Do first cast with Tesla. And we take that extra turn over there and do another spam and one more cast. And there, that is done. This will carry you all the way to the end. Of course, if you just spam your mob and deal that true scatter damage with Tesla. However, there are some things that can really make you lose if you are unlucky. We will talk about that in a moment. Alright, and we are in the floor 14 now. And I feel I want to change my team now. Let's go and change this Tesla team to something more effective. Or at least it's a little bit more refreshing to use this kind of team. Right. Again, we are using this Doom Signet up top just as a mid shield. But because we are using Sun Spear class, we can also deal that heavy triple skull damage to burning enemies. Because we are using Zul'Gott, who kills an enemies and then burns and freezes all remaining enemies and then creates those skulls. I'm sure you know what Zul'Gott does. We are using Merlith as our mana generator. She also deals some true damage and it destroys magic plus 3 gems on the board and gains some attack as well. And in the last slot we are using Morthani's Darkness. This is very good troop. First of all, this has the Undying trait, which makes her immune to poison, disease, lycanthropy, and death mark. When you are fighting against the Doom, the death mark is something that gets you if you are going to lose the battle in some way. That is what happens when you are unlucky. So, having, first of all, immunity to the death mark in your fourth and third slot, as your Zul'Gott is impervious, that makes this team survive a lot better, and also Morthani's Darkness steals a magic plus 2 life from 4 random enemies and then summons Morthani's Will. So if you happen to lose your hero up top, you can summon replacement mid shield up top and keep on spamming with your Merlith and fill your troops. And as the Doom cannot be killed with Zul'Gott because they are invulnerable, you can deal that lifesteal on the Doom when you are fighting against it. Right. Let's try this team here in the floor 14 against Foxes. I hate this. By the way, I think this is a good opportunity to talk about Spirit Fox. If you happen to be a low level player and you have to fight against these Foxes, this Spirit Fox can be really nasty because it starts empowered and deals magic plus 1 true damage. In the high level fights, this troop can single-handedly kill one of your troops right off the bat before you can say meow. So it's a good idea to keep those fireballs and heroism scrolls there in case this happens. Now if I happened to be a very low level player, I could use this fireball scroll here in this room because I know that they are going to kill one of my troops right off the bat. So why fight it? Because you can use fireball and get the scroll like that. Right. And same goes to the hard Doom rooms. Keep one heroism scroll always available if you have to fight against that blue Doom that has Astral Spirit in there, because that also starts empowered and deals heavy true damage right off the bat. Right, but let's try this team now. Yeah, this should give me a heroism scroll. Take, of course, the extra turns if there are some, and then you want to find green gems to get your Merlith going. And because the enemy starts with a root trap there, entangle the first enemy at the start of the battle, you can focus on taking the green gems over the skulls. You don't have to protect your hero too much because, again, they are entangled. So let's spam Merlith. Now we want to kill one of these troops, and we can actually just pick Spirit Dancer over there, but that's fine. And now we can use our Morthanis Darkness to shield that life, and I think we might just be able to kill them with this cost, and if we don't, we can spam Merolith to deal that additional true damage that is needed. There, and yes, that was heroism. And the unlock is at floor, room 4 against Kruark, the Dread and company. Here is another story though. Kruark the Dead is impervious, so the root trap doesn't do anything, and there is this voracious third rate, 5% chance to devour on skull damage. Because we are using Sunspear class, we aren't going to have Fortitude that usually protects us against Kruark the Dead, so now we gotta pay attention at those skulls, unless we really want to lose our hero. Let's spam the board, and I think I want to get rid of Kruark the Dead right away, and now we could take that, and maybe that, and now get rid of the last enemy. Bow bow bow. That's amazing. Morthanis Darkness is really good ToD troop. Trust me. And now we fight the Doom here against the Doom of Light. Manticore is a little bit annoying. It does drain some mana if it gets going. And we don't like that, don't we? Check for the extra turns. Take greens. Obviously, it would be pretty nice if you don't give the extra turn for the enemy like I do. There, we get our troops going, and I think we want to... maybe take that. And then we are going to get rid of Manticore. I don't like that troop at all. The third trait, Death Visage trigger just create an Uber Doom skull when my turn begins, and it actually matched with skulls. Right, get Soul up, kill the Raven. There. Now we could cast our Morthanis Darkness and actually use the summon for once. So deal that what is called life stealing, and now get your troops back up and deal the final blows on them. Doom. Again, if we cast Zool on Doom, they won't kill, but we can always cast Morthanis Darkness to steal the life and get rid of the Doom that way. Right, that was a good example. If you don't pay attention, you are gonna die. But if your team is nice and well built, you can go a little bit half-assed in the fights and don't have to pay attention that much. Right. I think that's the team I'm going to use for the rest of these floors. And thanks for watching, and again, please subscribe if you haven't already. That's about it. Hats off. Peace out.